Let's start the recording. Good. Okay. So I just want to give a small recap. So what are the things yesterday we saw is actually what? How to create a workspace, project, package, and then a class or a Java file. So then after that, how to print a normal hello world program. We also see actually what? How to create a variable, how to initialize for a variable, how to reinitialize for a variable. Also, we saw what is actually what? A global and then a local variable. Global is of two types. One is static, another one is non-static variable. Okay, so static variables will be accessed with the help of a class name. Non-static variables will be accessed with the help of a object. Okay, so today we will see all those things in a detailed way with help of memory allocation concept. Okay, that's what we're going to see. So but before that, I just want someone to help me actually how to actually what create a class and then a variable, all those things. Okay, so I'll just ask. So just give a try in case if you're I know actually it's a little bit tough at the beginning stage. Okay, just give a try so that actually what you guys actually what will be easy for you to continue. Okay. Hi Parth, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi Parth. Can you tell me actually what how to create a class? The class name is actually what XYZ.
Okay, so you can type it as a public.
Okay, public.
XYZ, anything. So like you can directly write the class XYZ.
So for me, actually, what always giving the class name before that, I should have a keyword called class.
Yeah.
Okay. Then XYZ.
Okay, and bracket open close. Yeah.
Then what should have? What we should have inside a class?
Static word man.
Yes.
Main method.
Why we need that?
To return the values.
No.
Call the function.
Okay. Then if I don't have a main function, what will happen?
Like it won't result the outputs, whatever we want.
Correct. I can't execute a program. Yeah. That's something. Okay. So only when we have a main function, then only we can execute it. That's it. Clear? Good. So now let me. So thanks, Pat. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hi, Shakshi. You there?
Yeah, hi.
Hi, Shakshi. Can you tell me actually what I want to have create a local variable and then I want to print it. Can you tell me where I need to give a local variable, declare and initialize a value called 10. Variable name is a of integer type.
So we will initialize it inside public stated void main.
Super. Okay. So how I can declare and initialize?
Int space.
Yes.
A is equal to 10.
Super. Correct. So this step is called as declaration and
initialization.
Initialization. Super. Yes. Now I want to print the value of it.
SYSO.
SYSO.
Brackets.
Yes.
A.
Yes.
Bracket close.
Super. That's it. Hey, thank you. Thanks, Shashi. So now next. Hey, hi, Pushpanjali. You there? Hey, hi, Sneha. Hey, hi, Sneha. You there? Can you tell me? Actually, just give a try. I want to create a static variable and then one non-static. That is, both are global variables. So where I need to declare and initialize the global variables?
Below the class XYZ, outside the public static.
Super. Always global variable should be outside the main function. Okay, it should be here. So
static. First we'll go to static. Static, like what A is equals to 10.
So I'll just give int x is equal to
static int x.
100.
Some
Yes.
value.
Yes. Non-static variable, how I can declare and initialize?
Just int x is equals to some value.
Yeah, I'll give a different variable name. Y is equal to 200.
Y is equals to 2.
That's it. Super. A good, Sneha. Thank you.
Thanks.
So now, hey, hi, Kushbu. You there, Kushbu? Hello.
Hello.
Hey, hi, Kushbu.
Yeah. Hi.
Can you help me right now? I want to print the value of actually what x, the static variable. So how I can print the value of x static variable?
Firstly, we need to create a object for this.
For static members, do we need to create an object?
Yeah, for static member.
Static members always we can refer with the help of a class name. That's
Yeah,
it. Super.
okay.
Oh, good. Okay. What are the different ways that we can access the static variable? Super. Can you tell me?
Yeah, a system.
Super. So,
Bracket.
yes.
Object.
Okay. So right now I have not created the object. So can you tell me how I need to create the object? Any
Okay.
idea?
1 second. Variable.
Object always deals with classes.
Yeah.
So XYZ.
Yeah. XYZ. Object 1 is equal to new.
Awesome. Super.
XYZ.
Yes. Open and close the
Bracket
parentheses.
and close the bracket.
Super.
Yeah, system.
So now before that, once we create the object, what are the members will be loaded into the object? Any idea?
Only one.
So the thing is, once we create the object, all the global members will be loaded into the object. So right now here, what are the global members? Members means it might be a variable or it might be a function. So right now for the static int x and int y, these both are global or a local variable. These are all global. Okay. So static int x, int y, that both will be loaded into the object along with the main function. So all these things will be loaded into the object here. Okay. So now I need to actually what? Print the value of actually what? X. So what we need to do?
Object.
obj1 dot
Y.
No, which is a static variable here?
Sorry, X.
X, correct, super. So X.
X.
That's it. Okay. So any other way I can print static variable? Any idea? Scissor.
And obj.
obj1, that's what, through object we refer. The another way actually what static members can also be referred with help of a class name also. So what is my class name here?
XYZ.
XYZ. So XYZ,
XYZ
dot
X.
X. That's it. Also, good. Hey, thanks, Sir Kushbu. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Okay, thanks.
So also static members can also be referred directly by the variable name also. Okay, static members alone can be referred in all the three different ways over there. So one with help of class name, another one with help of the object name, then after that directly by the variable name. Through that also we can access. So non-static members, how we can access? Can anyone? Hey, hi Kirti, you there? Hey, hi Kirti, you there? Okay, Nikhil. Hi Nikhil.
Hello.
Hey, hi Kirti. Can you tell me non-static member how we can access?
Yeah, system.object out dot.
Yes. System.println.
In double quotes, y.
No. So non-static members always can be referred only with help of the object alone. Okay. So obj1 dot y. Okay, non-static member only with help of the object name only we can access. Okay, otherwise we cannot access the non-static member here. Clear, right? Okay, so only what is it? Static members can be accessed in all the three different ways. One with help of the class name, object name, and then the normally by the directly by the variable name also. That's the thing. That's how it can be accessed. Okay, hey, good. Hey, thank you. Thanks, man. So now let me execute this. So now, today we'll see about actually what the memory allocation concept also. So how memory will be allocated. So now once when we execute this program, so for us what will happen means a memory will be allocated for us. Okay, so that memory name will be my class name with some hexadecimal number. So XYZ, then with some hexadecimal number as 1, 2, 3 or 4, 5, 6 something like that. Then next, the first memory which will be loaded into that memory means is the static pool. So static pool is the first memory which will be loaded into it. Static pool. Clear? So now what will happen? All the static members will be loaded into the static pool. So what are the things? So static int x is equal to 100. Then after that, public static void main. So even my main function also is a static member. So that also will be loaded. Then after that, my class also is a static member only. So class XYZ also will be loaded. So all these members will be loaded into the static pool. Then next step, main function, why it executes by default means it's been loaded into the static pool. So that's why actually what main functions first, it will be started to execute by default. Okay. So now what will happen? A local memory for the main will be created. Local memory for main will be created for us. So the main function is being created right now for me. So now what will happen? Main function start to execute right now. So when main function starts to execute, what will happen? First one is integer a is equal to 10. So now what? It creates a new variable called integer a is equal to 10. So where inside the main function, so it's a local variable because inside the main function actually what when we try to create a variable, it will be a local variable for that specific function. So integer e. Now system.out.println a. So now when we actually what trying to print a variable called a. So when we refer only the variable name, what will happen? The search directly goes to the main function because we are executing main function. So always goes to the main function, then searches for do we have a variable? Yes, the value of it is 10. So 10 will be printed for me here. That's the thing. So whenever we refer with a variable name, search always goes to the local memory, then after that searches for it. Okay, then now I'm trying to create an object. So new XYZ, what will happen? That helps me to create an object. So object is created. So from where this object is created? It's created from the main function because we're executing main function. And what is the object name? It is obj1. obj1 is the object name. Then XYZ, that acts as a reference for me. So XYZ class acts as a reference for me. So what will happen right now for me? So this acts as a reference. Tell to the object, load all the global members of XYZ class. Okay. So reference, if you see over here, variables level data types are the reference. Here in the objects level, classes are the reference. So which class we have here as the reference, those class global members will be loaded. Members means it might be a variable or a function. So now I have actually what? Two global variables. Static, non-static, both the things will be loaded here. Then after that, my main function also will be loaded. So all these members will be loaded into it. Clear? That's what will happen. So static members always it will be taking from the static pool. Okay, because static members always will have actually what? A single copy alone. That's the thing. Okay. So then for us, it's been loaded right now. Then after that, actually what? Ciso xyz.x. Whenever I refer with help of a class name, okay, whenever I refer with help of a class name, what will happen? Always the search will go to the static pool. Then after that, search for a variable called x. Do we have x variable here? Yes. Then 100 will be printed. So whenever we refer with help of a class name, always the search will go to the static pool, and then after that it prints the value, that is 100. That's what it will do. Now Ciso obj1.ex. So obj1.x, what will happen right now? So for me, searches for the object called obj1. Yes, we have. Here do we have x variable? Yes, that is 100. Then Ciso x. So now actually what I'm trying to print only the print the variable name. Okay, so I'm accessing with help of variable name alone. Whenever we refer only the variable name, search will go to the main function. Okay, search will go to the local memory. So that is my main here. Do we have actually x variable here? No. Now the search will actually what goes to the static pool wherever actually main function is created. Do we have x variable here? Yes, the value is 100. Now obj1.y. So now goes to the obj1. Do we have y variable? Yes, the value is 200. That's it. Clear? Anyone has any questions so far? So that's what it's going to happen here. Clear? Clear for everyone, guys? Anyone has any questions on this? Then after execution, so the control comes from the main function. So once it comes out of from the main function, what will happen? Now the main function memory is being deleted, because once it comes out of the main memory, now the main memory is being deleted. Once the main memory is deleted, from there only do we have the object created. So that objects also will be deleted. Then after that, it comes out of the class. So once it comes out of the class, so now what will happen right now for me? So the static pool and then the entire memory also will be deleted. That's the thing. Clear? So any questions? Anyone has any questions on this? So who will delete this information means the garbage collector. Garbage collector comes and deletes the memory here. That's what it is. Clear? So anyone has any questions on this, guys? So this is just a basic. We will see more about memory allocation and all those stuff. This is just a basic. So everyone understood the basics of it. Can everyone ping me in the chat windows? Yes, if you have understood this part. I just want a response from everyone, guys. Can everyone ping me that everyone has understood this part? Yes, please tell me. Yes, Anurajan.
So can you explain me again, because I'm a bit confused.
Sure, cool. So you want to explain again? Yes, we'll do that. So let me start it from the beginning so that it'll be easy for you guys to understand. So now, once when we start the execution, what will happen? First, a memory will be created. So the memory name will be actually what? My class name with some hexadecimal number. Okay. Then after that, the first memory which will be created into the memory is what means is my static pool. Static pool is my first memory which will be created. So now what will happen? Once the static pool is created, it loads all the static members. So what are the static members we have here? Static int x is equal to 100. That will be loaded. Then after that, public static void main. So that will be loaded. Apart from that, do we have any static members? No. So that's it. So only these members will be loaded right now. Then next for me, now what will happen? The main function is being loaded here, right? Now it creates a local memory for that. So a local memory for main will be created. Okay, local memory for main will be created right now. So it's created now. So next main function starts to execute right now. So memory is created. Now first what we are doing, integer a equal to 10. So we are creating a local variable. Integer a is equal to 10. Where inside the main function. Why? Because we are executing actually what? The main function. Next, syso a. So whenever I refer only with the variable name, search will directly go to the main function. Do we have a variable here? Yes. The value is what? 10. So 10 will be printed for me. Clear? Next, I'm going to create an object. So new XYZ, what it will do? This key step, it will help me to create an object. It helps me to create an object here. So obj1 is the object name. So obj1 is the object name. Next, from where this is created object? From the main function, because we are executing main function. From there only it's been created. Next, xy is the reference. XYZ is the reference. So reference is actually what the class name, right? XYZ. So now what will happen? All the global members of the XYZ class will be loaded for me. So what are the global members we have right now? So one is the static int x equal to 100, int y is equal to 200. So the static variable, non-static variable, also the function. It might be static or non-static. So right now the main function is a static. So static members alone will have actually what? A single copy. So always static members alone, we will load it from this place. Static int x is equal to 100, public static void main. So it's loaded here. Okay. Then after that, my non-static variable, we have integer y is equal to 200. So these three will get loaded because these three are the global members. Okay, all the static and non-static members will be loaded into the object. Now it's loaded. Then next comes here. Syso xyz dot x. So xyz is what? It's my class name. So whenever I refer with help of a class name, search will directly goes to the static pool. Okay. Then do we have actually what x variable here? Yes, that is 100. Clear? Whenever we refer with help of a class name, the search will directly goes to the static pool and then prints that. That's what is going to happen. So XYZ, yes, correct. It comes from the static pool. So then next, obj1.ex. So whenever I refer with help of a object name, search goes to the object. Do we have x variable here? Yes, the value is 100. Then syso x. Now when I refer with help of actually what only the variable name, search will go to the local memory. That is the main function right now here. Do we have actually what x variable here? No. From where this main function is created? From this place, static pool. Do we have x variable here? Yes, that is 100. That's what it will do. Clear? Then obj1.y. So now goes to the obj1. Do we have y variable here? Yes. So the value is 200. Then next comes out of the main function. Once the main function is executed, now what will happen? The main memory will be deleted. So object is created from the main memory. So once the parent is memory is deleted, the child memory also will be deleted. Then comes out of the entire function. Now the static pool and then the entire memory will be deleted. By whom? By the garbage collector. Understood, guys? Anyone has any questions?
Hello.
Hey, hi, Kriti.
Here you have created object 1.y, right?
Yes, correct.
In the same way, we can create system.out brackets y, right?
System.println?
Y.
No. So,
Only
okay.
for the
Okay, got it. I understood what you're asking. So, let me do like this, whatever you're saying. So, CISO, if I give y.
Yeah.
So, whenever actually what I give only the variable name, what will happen? Where the search will go? Search will go to the
XYZ.
local memory of main.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we have y variable here?
No.
No. If we don't have a y variable, where the search will go? From where the main memory is created?
Object.
From the static pool. Okay. Now here do we have y variable?
No.
No. So what will happen? It will throw me an error.
Okay.
Clear? That's why actually what non-static members can be created, can be used only with help of object name only, because that is the only place it will be getting loaded. That answers your question, Kirti?
Yeah, fine. I got it.
Good. Anyone has any questions, guys? Anyone
Do
has
we
any
have,
questions?
do we have any other type of variables besides static and global? Are those the only two?
Only two. So static and non-static. These two are global variables. The another one is local variable. That's it. Only these three types we have.
And I'm not, I may have missed this. Like, what is the,
Yeah.
that PSVM? What is that?
Which one?
I understand in the memory allocation, what I'm having issues with is the syntax. So in the static pool, you have PSVM.
Okay. That is the public static void main. So that is what this one.
Oh, that's what that is.
Okay. So I just mentioned in a short form, so that it will be easy for me to print it. That's the thing.
Okay. And the same thing with the system out, right?
Yes.
Okay.
System.out.println is SYSO. That's the thing.
Okay. So for the objects, do you, in this case, we have to create an object because that variable, I guess,
Yeah.
for the global variables, right?
So for objects, that is actually non-static members can be referred only with the help of object creation only. So that's why for non-static members, it's mandatory to create the object. Static members can be, the standard practices always we should refer with help of class name. Okay. Then also it can be referred with help of object name also directly with a variable name. So only thing is mandatory creation for object should be there for non-static variables, non-static members to be used.
Okay.
Good.
Okay, yes.
Any questions from others or Pam? Anyone has any questions, guys? You understood this part? Can everyone ping me in the chat windows? Yes, if you understood this entire information, whatever I thought right now. I want a response from everyone so that to make sure, because this is the very basic, because if you understand the basic, going further will become easier for you. That's why. Good. Okay, guys. Thank you. Super. So now we will write a new program right now. So I will create a new package. So variables, I'll just give. So always package name should start with a lowercase letter. Then I'm gonna create a class, new class, understanding variables. So I'll make it as package so that I will not get the public keyword, that's it. Then I'll click on finish. So now what is the shortcut for getting the main function? main control space enter. Okay, so we got it, main function. So now I have actually what? Going to create two variables. One is static integer x is equal to 10, integer y is equal to 20. Then I will have my main function. So integer z is equal to 30. So we have one static variable, one non-static variable, and then one local variable. Then now what I will do, I will print the values. So understanding variables dot x. Okay, so when I give understanding variables dot, so when I refer with the help of class name, what will happen? All the static pool members will come. So what are the static pool members will be loaded? One is x, which is a static variable. Another one is my class, that is the understanding variable, that is also a static. Then my main function, that is also a static. So all these three things alone will be loaded. In that I'm going to access x. Then next, now if I want to access the non-static variable, what I need to do, I need to create an object. So how I can create an object? So new understanding variable, that's my variable. So we created the object. Now I want to give the object name obj1 is equal to new understanding variables. Then here I'm giving the reference over there, understanding variables, obj1 equal to new understanding variables. So now we created it. Okay. Next, I want to access the non-static member. So non-static member, how I can access? So obj1 dot y. So if we give obj1 dot, can you see I'm getting a lot of information over there. In that, can you see understanding variable, that's my class name. So from there, y I can access, x I can access, then again we got main function. So these three things actually what I can access from this class. So that is y, x, and then my main function, all the global members. Okay, so x is a static, so you can see whichever we have static, those things will be coming with a symbol called yes in the red mark. Okay, so I can access x and then the main function and also my y non-static variable. Apart from that, we have some information which is coming from the object class. So what is this object class here means? Object is the supermost class of all the classes in Java. Okay, object is the supermost class of all the classes in Java. Whenever we create an object, we will get information from the object class also. So now I'm going to access the non-static variable y. So then after that, again, I'm going to give scissor obj1 dot x, accessing the static member. Then again scissor. Now I'm going to access the local variable z. Okay, before that, I can also access the static variables directly by the variable name also. Scissor, then z, local variable. So I accessed everything. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a local variable integer x is equal to 40. Okay, so the same variable name static. So why I'm able to create actually what the same variable name here inside the main function means because main function local memory is different for me. Then the static pool actually what that memory is different. So that's why here I will be able to create it. So now if I give CISO X, so what will happen right now for me? So this will actually what print me 40 here because always actually what the preference will be given for the local variables. So what will happen that will print me 40. If I want to print the value of the static members, what I need to do means I need to print CISO understanding variables dot X. When I refer with help of class name, then only the search will go to the static pool and then get me the value of X here. That's what it will do. Clear? So how the execution has been done, we'll see. So this is what we have. So now I'm going to create the memory. So this is my memory. So understanding variables is my class name. So my memory name will be my class name with some hexadecimal number. Okay. Then after that, we create a static pool. Okay, the first memory which will be created will be my static pool inside the memory. So static pool. So we created. Then next, all the static members will be loaded. So what are the static members we have? Static integer x is equal to 10. Then after that, my main function also is a static member. So as of now, I'll just mention as PSVM as for our understanding. Public static void main. Then after that, do we have any static members? No. Now what will happen? A local memory for the main will be created. Local memory for main. Local memory for main. So then after that, first we are creating actually what? A local variable int z equal to 30. Then after that, system.println, then I'm referring with help of a class name dot ex. So whenever I refer with help of a class name, okay, so now what happens? Search will go to the static pool. Do we have x variable? Yes, it prints me 10. 10 will be printed for me here. Then I'm trying to create an object. So obj1 is the object name. So new understanding variables will help me to create an object here. So the object name is obj1. obj1 is a object name. So from where it has been created with? Created from the main function. Okay, then understanding variables will be my reference over there. Okay, so now what will happen? All the global members of the understanding variable class will be loaded. So all the static and non-static members will be loaded. So static members I already told it's only it will have a single copy. So always it takes from the static pool. Then public static void main. Then after that actually what? my non-static variable integer y is equal to 20. That also will be loaded. All the static and non-static members will be loaded. So it's loaded now. Then after that, system.out.println obj1.y. So it goes to the obj1. Do we have y variable? Yes, that is 20. So 20 will be printed for me here. Then next, system.out.println obj1.x. So goes to the obj1. Do we have x? Go to the obj1. Do we have x variable? Yes, that is 10. Then next, system.out.println x. So now what? Only referring with help of the variable name alone. Whenever we refer with help of the variable name, search will go to the local memory first. Do we have x variable here? No. Then what will happen? It goes to the static pool. Do we have x variable here? Yes, that is 10. So 10 will be printed. Then system.out.println z. So now what will happen? Go to the local memory of main. Do I have z variable? Yes, we have z for that is 30. So prints me 30. Next, integer x is equal to 40. So I'm trying to create a new variable called x. The value is 40. So it creates into the local memory. Now system.out.println x. Now what will happen? Whenever we refer with the variable name, search will go to the main function. Do we have x variable? Yes, the value is 40. That's the thing. Then system.out.println understanding variables.ex. So now when we refer with help of a class name, search directly goes to the static pool, then prints the value of x, that is 10. So that's why actually what always we need to refer static members with the help of a class name. Okay, so that the search will directly goes to the static pool and then get me the value of it. Okay, so that's why actually what always static members we should refer with help of a class name only. Clear for everyone? Then finally comes out of the main function. So it deletes the main memory. Then the memory created from the main object that will be deleted. Comes out of the entire program, static pool, and then the entire memory will be deleted. By whom? Garbage collector.
So for x equal 40.
Yes.
Why are we? I mean, because that was a global variable, right? So why are we able to pull that value? Is that because we created an object?
No, it's not. The thing is, static int x is equal to 10 when we give, that memory will be loaded into the static pool.
So we will have it.
Yes, so that will be loaded into the static pool. Now the thing is, when we give actually what int x is equal to 40 here, so where that information will be created, because now we are executing main function. So main function has a local memory here. So that's why when we create a new variable, this creates a memory inside the local.
So this is where we are reinitializing.
No, this is not reinitialization. This is creating a variable. When we give int x over there, so that will be like creating a variable. So it's like integer x is equal to 10. So what will happen? This will help me to create a variable. Okay. Then x will be the variable name. Then integer, what it will do means it will act as a reference to the memory location. Tell to the memory location, load only the value which are there in between the range of integer. Now it loads the value called 10. It checks whether it's there under the range of the integer. Then it will store it. Reinitialization means now I'm going to give x is equal to 30. Now when I give x is equal to 30, now what will happen? It searches for a memory called x. Yes, we have here. Now it will replace the value from 10 to 30. This is called reinitialization. Whenever we get integer x is equal to some value, it's like creating a new variable. Reinitialization means only the variable name and then we will give a value for it.
Okay.
That answers the question, Pam?
All right. So this is not the same X that we declare.
Correct.
Okay.
So this is
Okay.
different.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Clear? Any questions for anyone, guys, on this? So now we'll execute one program, so which you guys will be so much clear when we execute this. So I will import one project. I'll just import another project. So I'll go for general file system. That is actually from my system, actually what I'm just taking. So then I will browse it. Okay, so this is a project I'm going to take, Eclipse Core. So I just need to browse and then take the workspace. Okay, sorry, take the workspace here. So Eclipse Code, that is the thing. So let me take it, select the folder. Oh, sorry. Eclipse Code is the workspace. Okay, I need in that, the project name is Java Basics 1. Okay, I'll take that. What is this? Okay, let me do that later. Okay, so we'll finish it first. So I'll just change my name of that. Okay, so we'll do this one program, so which you will have an understanding. So now we are going to execute this program. When we execute this program, what's going to happen? So first, it creates a memory, global local 2. Because today I'll just take for extra some time, okay, 10 minutes, so that you will understand this concept. So that's why I'll just take for another 10 minutes. So the first memory which will be created for us is actually what? Is a static pool. Static pool we have created. Okay. Then after that, actually what? Now what will happen? All the static members will be loaded into the static pool. What are the static members we have? So let me delete. So what are the static members we have? Static in I is equal to 10. Then after that, we have anything? We have the main function also. So main function, I'll just write it in shortcut as yes. VM. So these things. So we load it. Now what will happen? The main function starts to execute first over there, because by default always main function starts to execute. So now it creates a local memory for main. Okay, creates a local memory for the main here. Next, I'm going to use it. System.out.println I. So now when I try to print I, now what happened? Search goes to the main function. Do we have I variable here? No. Once actually what we did not have a main function in that I variable. Now where the memory has been created main function? Static put. It goes here. Do we have I variable here? Yes. The value is 10. So 10 will be printed for me. That is, whenever I try to actually locate a variable directly by its name, search goes to the local memory. There, if we don't have that memory, then search goes to the static pool. Okay, because the memory has been created from the static pool. So there searches for the variable called I. There we have prints me 10. I is equal to 20. Now what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to reinitialize the value of I. Now again search goes. Do we have I variable in main function? No. Now it goes to the static pool. Do we have I variable? Yes. The value is 10. Now that will be replaced to 20. That's it. Then system.out.println I. Again search goes to main function. Do we have I variable? No. Goes to the static pool. Do we have I variable? Yes. The value is 20. So 20 will be printed. Then next, integer I is equal to 50. So now I'm trying to create a new variable called I, where inside the main memory. Why inside the main memory is created? Because I'm executing my main function. That's why. So created. Then next, system.out.println I. Now search goes to the main function. Do we have I variable now? Yes, the value is 50. The value is 50 will be printed. Then next, I is equal to I plus 20. So first I. So I plus 20, right, goes to the main function. Do I have I variable? Yes, that is 50. So 50 plus 20 will be what? 70. That 70 now I'm trying to store it over there in the I variable. So search goes to main function. Do I have I variable? Yes, 50. That 50 now it will be replaced with 70. Replaced with 70. That's what it's going to do. Then system.out.println I. Now again comes to the main function. Do I have I variable? Yes. The value is what? 70 now. Now I is equal to global underscore local underscore 2.I plus 20. That is, I'm referring with help of a class name. So when you refer with help of class name, search directly goes to the static pool. What is the value? That is 20. So 20 plus 20 will be what? 40. That 40 right now we are storing it over there under the I. So I means what? Goes to the main function. Do we have I variable? Yes. So here 70 will be replaced with 40. Okay. So here I plus 20. So before actually what we have, so I variable was 50. 50 plus 20 was 70 that has been stored. Now global local 2.I. So what is the global local static pool value? 20. So 20 plus 20, that will be 40. Now I'm trying to store that to a again local variable I. So that's why it is 40. Now we print system.println I. What is my I value? 40. So 40 will be printed. Clear? Next after that, system.println global local 2.I. When we refer with help of class name, search goes to static pool. What is the I value in static pool? 20. 20 will be printed. Now global local 2.I is equal to global local 2.I plus 25. So what is the global local 2.I? That is static pool value, that is 20. So 20 plus 25, that is 45. That 45 now I'm storing it over there to the global local 2.I. That is goes to the static pool, that changes the value to 45. Okay. Next, global local 2.I plus 25 again. Okay, so global local 2.I is what right now? 45. 45 plus 25. So that is 70. That 70 now I'm trying to store it to I. So I means local variable over there. So now that changes the 40 to 70. That's what it will do. Clear? Then system.println I. So now what will happen? Goes to the main function. Do we have I variable? Yes. The value is what? 70. So 70 will be printed. Global local 2.I. So now goes to the static pool. What is I variable? 45. 45 will be printed. That's it. Clear? Anyone has any questions so far, guys? Everyone clear? So now comes out of the main function. Local memory has been deleted. Then comes out of the entire program, static pool, and then the other memories, everything also is deleted by garbage collector. Everyone understood? Anyone has any questions on this, guys? Anyone has any questions? Cool. Okay, so with this, I'll stop it for today. Okay, so may I know actually what overall from BJS alone? Can you just ping me in the chat window? Overall from BJS alone, can you just ping me? And also everyone, you guys are getting the mails, right? Anyone not getting the mails, guys? Any of you are not getting the mails from my side? Hope so everyone is getting, right?
I'm getting the emails with the invite, but did you send any notes or anything, or is it just the invite?
This mail also I'll be sending for you. So demo class 3. Okay, I am not added you. You're there. So this will give you my information. So that is actually the demo class 3. So today's class, actually what I'm recording it, right? I'll put it over there into the YouTube. So that the YouTube information and what are the topics that we have covered for that day.
Okay, sounds
Code
good.
files. Actually, you're there also in the loop. Just check once over there with this name. I've sent you for that demo class, and then 2 also I have sent you. Yeah, 2 also I have sent you. That is demo class 2. You can just check once.
Okay, I'll look for that. Okay.
Good. Guys, can you everyone ping me in the chat window as if anyone is from BJS? So hopefully Snega is from BJS. I hope so. Anyone from BJS alone? Can you just ping me in the chat window? As I'm from BJS. privately you can ping me or anything.
Yeah, I'm from Vijay's only.
Oh, yeah, sure. Look, can you just ping me the chat window for me? So that I just need to take a count of it. So that is for today's session, guys. So just BJS guys alone actually, what just ping me in the chat window as I'm from BJS. Yes, Parth, we'll just talk. Kirti, Kushbu, you guys are not from BJS? Nikhil?
No.
Okay. Kushbu from BJS, right? Correct. Kirti?
No.
Okay, you're from my student, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, okay, okay. Sure. Nikhil, you're also my student? Nikhil? Okay. Cool, guys. Thank you. So we'll tomorrow again we'll meet by the same time over there. Okay. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Thank you.